Now here we have three equal charges and that are placed at the corners of equilateral triangle. So let us first draw the diagram. Here's my equilateral triangle, plus Q, plus Q, plus Q. Now we will calculate the force on A due to B and C. This is my equilateral triangle, so the angle will be 60 degree. Now this is the direction of the force on A due to C, so this will be a vector force. Another, this is the vector force on A due to B. Fine. Now what I have to do is I had to calculate the net force due to the charge B as well as C. So what I'll do is that I'll resolve the component of FAB and FAC. So this is my angle 30 degree as it is an equilateral triangle. So and again resolving the two components over here, so I'll get FAC sine of 30 degree. Along this direction I'll get FAB sine of 30 degree, and what I'll get over here is FAC plus FAB cos of 30 degree. So clearly I can say over here is that the force, net force, that is FAB or FAC, that will be equal to K Q1 into Q2 upon R square. Let this distance be R. So as it is an equilateral triangle, so AB will be equal to BC equal to CA equal to R, and of course Q1 is equal to Q2. So FAB is equal to FAC, and hence I can say that FAB sine 30 degree will also be equal to FAC sine 30 degree. So what I'll get is that this component and this component will be cleared and they will be get cancelled and with each other. So the net force that will be acting on the charge A will be equal to F net is equal to FAC plus FAB cos of 30 degree. So of course FAC is equal to FAB, so 2 times of K Q square upon R square into cos of 30 degree. Now we have the charge Q as 2 into 10 to the minus 6 coulomb and value of R as 5 centimeter. So on substituting all the values, we'll get the answer as 24.9 Newton. That is answer.